All right, time for us to install the door mirror. Right now, I didn't remove this mirror, but I got a video on the channel on how to remove this mirror. So I guess this will be how to install it. So let's get some routing, because it was, maybe I did that video a couple years ago, so let me refresh in my memory. Let's look at the other car and see how it's routed, so we can run it exactly the same way it's routed. So, door mirror, there's the cable coming out, comes through here. Guys can see where it runs. Get some placement. Runs through here. I don't know if this is a maybe pop for the hatch. A manual pop for the hatch. Interesting. We'll know when we get to this vehicle. It comes along here. I guess there's no. Oh, here it is, right here. It drops under the radio, comes up into right here. Okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Let's go run it. So I just noticed this one has cruise control. As it says here. Interesting. Cool feature if it was on the black car, but that's fine. Okay, continuing on from the last video, I'm gonna install this piece right now before I do the door mirror, just to add a little bit more content. Not both of these, but maybe just this, because I'm out of screws. I'll show you what screws they take. This is the original screw, and this is the screw we're using. Stainless. Gotta get some more. And then if you look at the top of the head, it's rounded. I couldn't find those. And this is flat. But it's stainless and they're gonna work just fine. So you're gonna put the two screws in and go from there. Hold on. So these are the screws I'm using. I got a few more left. Two for the door mirror, because they're the same as the door mirror as well. I'm gonna use these for the door mirror too. So we're gonna run with these. I'm going to get a few packs tomorrow. Or buy a quantity, probably about maybe 32 just to have. No, I'm probably gonna get a quantity of 100 just to have quite a few for when we do the driver side. So if you look, it has an edge along there that fits into this channel. Turn some light on. And you want to get it over that piece as well. So let me try to do this with one hand. By the way, it's a nice piece too. Real nice piece. I'm trying to one hand this. Get it to fit in here first. Slide it in there first. Let me put this in here, guys. All right, we're in. I'm not gonna put a screw here because all the ones that I removed from the other cars didn't have one. don't know. It's probably just that, I don't know what this tab probably just to hold it in place. Well, that plastic cover goes over this, so it's not gonna lean. It's a tight fit once you put in that channel. I don't have any screws in it. It's sagging right here because there's not a screw in it. Of course, so let me put these 2 screws in. We're using these 2 screws right here, and then we possibly can drill this up as well while we're doing this, and then we're gonna install the mirror. All right, this one is kind of vertical. Nice clean look, and this one is on an angle. So let's drill that one now. Drop that in. Oh my god, this look. The retract cable's in here, so it wasn't meant to stick inside of there because this cable retracts in through that spring, so you may want to be a tighter look like this. How it looks, I gotta clean that too. But nice and clean look. I'll clean everything else off when we're done. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Let's put this piece on right now. We can put this piece on right now. This is up here firm. It's not going anywhere. Both we use the same screws. 1 and 2. That's a clean look. Nice. Okay, that panel thing is nice. Let me put the screws in, guys. We could install these screws right now. Go slow. I want to crack the plastic. So it's a nice clean look. Once again, they're stainless, so they'll look real nice. You know what? We should install the seatbelt loops, which are these. They're painted really nice as well. They go here, but it's a black piece of trim that goes behind it. Once this loops through it. So, you know what? Let's install that as well so we can be done with this side. Period. And everything is coming together nice. It really is. Alright. So, let's finish up. Since we installed this piece up here, this piece of interior trim, we installed this. Now, let's do the seat belts for this side. Let's do all the seat belts on this side. And door mirror, and we're gonna put a nice thin insulated pad. You know, there used to be paper over this door, but we're gonna put a nice thin insulated pad around this door for more quietness, a more quieter ride, and just kind of keep moisture out as much as we can from anything. Even inside the door, although under the door is nice and the metal is protected. I also use some Flex Seal just in the bottom part of this door from the inside. This stuff is impervious, so just trying to keep as much as moisture out as I can from, or trying to protect the metal as much as I can from the bottom of these doors to keep them from rusting out in the near future. So I use some Flex Seal on that. You guys can see all the way through out here. Just the bottom part, because the water will run down through the door, possibly getting in if it's a hard rain, if this car's out, or snow sitting on the window, and as it melt, leak down into the bottom of the door. Although there's drain slots, you guys can see them. Those slots are down there to let the water run out, but the water seems to sit in those seams and causes rust. So we trying to prevent as much as possible to prolong the life of the door as well as the vehicle. I did that pretty much all around this car, every seam I can get to. There's been some Flex Seal added. So that's okay. Let's do the seat belts right now real quick. So this is the it doesn't go like this, although it looks nice. It goes this way, and with this Out of all the Mustangs, the 5 Mustangs I've had for the last couple of years, I know there's a cover that goes over this, but none of them had it. This sits in here like so. Let me mount the camera so you guys can see how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to show you guys all the details. So it locks in here and here. And I painted these. These are nice painted pieces on both sides. But you want to kind of get this, let me widen this out. Try to straighten this out. And before we put this on here, I'm going to slide this up. Like so. So it can raise up here and ultimately mount there. So let's do that right now. Let me mount the camera. You guys can see I even got the bolts painted to match. Just trying to give this thing like a gothic black look in the interior, although it's gonna have gold rowdy stripes on the outside. Just making this thing. I even have the ashtray painted, and I'll show you guys all the cool things that's gonna go in the interior here for blacking this thing out. So I gotta find these covers. These are Torx T47 bolts. And that looks nice. Okay, let's do the bottom part now. I'll tighten this up later. It's a Torx T47 for these though. Remember, this rubber goes on first. Paint it. Alright, that's nice. I'll tighten it in last. And now let's do the other side. Alright, done. I'll tighten it up. I'll clean it up a little bit more too. Tighten it up. That looks nice. Let's get this mirror and know what, let's clean this door off first. Just some soap, some Dawn soap and water. Let's mount the camera. Let's clean this off first. And then let's lastly install the mirror, and I'll show you guys the insulation I'm gonna put on this door. I'll do that off camera. I'll cut me a nice piece up. I'll leave these holes clear of the insulation so the door panel rivets can snap in place. But let's get the mirror and get some lighting in here. So with the paint shop, when they removed this, they didn't know how to remove it. They just snatched it off and it broke. So I think this is the coat hook, or this goes right there. They broke the piece off that holds it in place. So just inserting this, I'll add videos like this into things that I'm doing like midway through the video for the small little detail fixes like this. So let me show you guys how to remove this and reinstall it. So we're gonna fix this. So I wasn't gonna film this, but I just want to show everything with the Mustang too as I close out with my car. This is, I guess, the coat hook or something. Well, the people at the paint shop working on my car, they broke this piece, and I needed that piece. So I'll show you guys how to take it off really quick with this car. So if you look, there it is right here. Just pull up. That's it. Slides off. Phillips screw. That's it. Phillips bit. That's it. Just gonna screw it all the way out. That's all. There's our pieces. Also clean out the door. So let's clean the door off first. Let me get a nice microfiber cloth and some soap and water. Look at this thing, it's filthy. It should shine pretty good when I wipe it down. All right, before we clean this off, let's just install the mirror. Then we'll clean this off. You guys can see where it comes out at. Right, so, and that's our hole right there. So let's start fishing it through. One thing I want to do before you guys can see this, I'm gonna spray this with some lithium lubricant so it can just remain in here, keep this functioning pretty well. So let's do that right now before we fish it through. I don't want to spray it in the car. So this is what we're using. Some high performance white lithium. This stuff lasts for a long time. I put it pretty much everywhere where there's some friction or some movement. And we're gonna do it here as well. Let me spray some. Let me mount the camera. Pretty much just wipe the excess off. So now let's start installing this mirror. Okay, I got it sitting on that microfiber cloth. Give me enough space. I got enough room to pull that cable through just to get it started through that hole. Should have enough height there. Let's go on the inside now and try to fish this through. Let's get this started. All right, there we go. You see it already, coming way down there. Coming out. Let's pull us some more through. We just want to get to this other hole here. We're in the other hole. Now I gotta fish it up. I gotta get it up in this hole. So I meant to get a flathead screwdriver or something. Or I make it push it up through there. Yes, I can. Get my hand through there, I can push it up through there. It's a tight. See my thumb, the cord is stuck, so let me pull it through. Ouch. So I don't know how to get this through here. I didn't remove this one. The body shop did, was painting the car. So they must have loosened this bolt and moved this over a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do that right now. You can see it looks like it's been loosened and removed a little bit. Otherwise it won't, I can't push it through. So let me get a, looks like a 1/2 inch and get that removed. Okay, it's a 1/2 inch. Try to screw this, we just gotta pull it over, shift it over a little bit. We ain't gotta remove it all the way. Like so. Just a little bit. I gotta hold it while I shift it, while I pull that through. So let me do that now. Hopefully I don't gotta remove that bolt. So I can shift it over some more. You know what? Let's do it. We got all the room we can get. And once we get it back in there, of course you got that, it's much smaller. You can work with it. Also, I want to know, I do have a dashboard removal also for this vehicle on the channel. So now we can shift it over and get it pulled through. So let me push it through while I hold this over, because it's springing back in place. All right, took a second to do. Super easy. So now we can let it, of course, it spring back in place. And so I'll put this bolt back in. I think we're ready to get that rubber grommet. I should have waited till I get that grommet. So I'm gonna take this back out. I wanna make sure that rubber grommet fit in there as well before I tighten this back up. We can do this last, that's last. So let me pull that through. Let's mount the camera so I can show you guys me pulling that through and get the screws ready to start for the mirror and make sure the gasket is in place. And then we'll kind of run it along underneath the dash. Since we got all the access cable inside of the door. You guys can see we pulled through. So you just gotta kind of shift it on out and put those grommets in place. Yeah, the first grommet right there. So we got the first, that's the second grommet, there's the first one still. I should have cleaned these off. I got this on, just spray them. This will help. I'll wipe them off as they come through. So the first grommet will cover for that hole. And the second grommet is for this hole. And there's the third one for that hole right there. I should have just wiped that off. It's okay. I'll do it right now as they go through. So I'll spray it with this protectant spray. Make it easier for it to pull through. This is really all it's gonna do is help it. All right, that's finished pulling through. So I'm gonna have to pull and hold the dash back to pull that grommet through. I'm gonna show you guys that. So let me do that right now. All right, we got that one. That's in perfectly. And to give us a better view of the other, in from the back side, and shut the door. And we can look in here. And see both. One's right in our face. The other's right there. So let's do the inside one now. Alright guys, let's use this small trim tool to get back there from the front and pull it through. It's tough. Got it though. So I can put that bolt back in now and run it along the bottom. And I'll show you guys where I'm running it at when I'm done. Okay, I did mess up on some parts. Hey guys, I'm only human. Should have ran through that loop. But I'm gonna pick that out. I'm gonna use my trim tool and I'll take that out and then wrap it back around right now. So make sure when you push it through the first time, push the cable through, just push it through that loop, you won't have any problems. That keeps it from interfering when the window rolls up and down, snagging possibly in the bottom of this window or this glass. So let me fix that now. Okay, I have it right here. You guys can see it comes apart and pushes through there. So I'm gonna remove it, and it actually locks in place when you close the loop up. So let me push it through here, and then we'll push that back and we'll close it up once we put the cable through it. All right, see, this how it comes apart. Pretty simple. So I guess the hard part would be probably getting this back in the hole because it's stretched out, but should be all good. All right, let's continue on. Let's get this back in. It goes right there. I use this trim tool, really nice, pretty cool. Got it out effortlessly. Pretty much in there, so all I gotta do is put the cable through and snap it back in that hole. A couple minutes to do this completely. All right, it's done. So that's how it should go. Looped in. All right. So as far as the cable, I am gonna put it in place, but I'm not gonna wire tie this up yet, or however I'm gonna do it. Probably some wire ties. I don't got the original hooks under here. See some placement for it, but just for video purposes, I'm gonna just insert it into that slot and put the ring around it. I'll clean all this up too. All right, let's do that now. So here's the cable. Of course, I'm gonna have it tucked and here somehow run along like it was. It's got it over the ashtray, under the radio, going to the other side. Didn't want to interfere with the ashtray. All right, and we ran. You can see the cable coming from the top of the ashtray and ran out of the hole. So here's both of the, I guess these are the trim or the chrome trim nuts that goes on both for this, and as well as the door. This is not as long, so this is for the door. This is the door mirror. So this goes on the door panel, and that's the chrome threaded washer for it, or chrome trim for it, chrome threaded trim, I guess you want to call it. But those are the two pieces for both. So we're not gonna do this yet because I'm trying to see how I'm gonna push this back up there. They had it pushed up there somewhere, this amplifier for the system, so I'll get it back up there. But the next thing we want to do before we close this video out, I'm gonna put some insulation on this door. So I just using this as a roller. We got quite a few different handles, but we're gonna clean this out right now and put some nice insulation on it. Let me get the insulation, show you guys what we're going to use for both doors. And I'll cut out the speakers and both windshield and the door latch as I install it, just to kind of give it a little bit more quiet feel, like I just mentioned earlier. So also these, I'm gonna have to pull these out, and then we'll pop them back in once we put the insulation on. Let me grab it and show you guys. So we're gonna clean this up too. So here's the insulation. Nice backing, real foam, thin. This is gonna be nice. So when you pull the brown part off, it's an adhesive, so it'll stick on. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Hopefully this will fit both doors. So let me get some pliers and pull these out right now. So I clean this up and I guess install the door panel in another video. But we can close this one out once I put the installation on. And there was something else I want to do. I don't know. I'll see. Marked it how much I need, and then I'll make the cuts as I get it up there. So peel the top part down and just start sticking it on the stuff. Is pretty sticky, sticking to my hand. I'll peel away as I roll it down. You know what, let's mount the camera. Whatever happens, happens. Hey, if this don't turn out to be perfect, as long as it does its job, I'm not trying to look for perfection here. Just trying to make it look nice. Make sure we're recording. Okay guys, not bad. Could have did a little bit better around the speaker area, but this stuff is even got sharp razors with sharp blades. This is kind of super hard to trim with the blade because the blade sticks. Look at this. This is the adhesive sticking to my finger. It contours around everything. It contours to. I'm sorry. It contours to everything and adds a nice little insulation. Look at that. Just contours to everything on here. And it feels great. It feels really good. I like it. And you can find your holes easily. I could have did better here, but it wasn't cutting good. I thought I got those sharp blades, I'll be fine. But who's gonna see that? It's behind the door. And all of our holes are available. Might put a slit, I want to put a smaller slit there to pull this through. That's okay. I'm gonna put a piece of tape across here. Once I put it up some, I'll put a piece of tape. I'll run it diagonally on here. Just some tape there. I'll pop those clips in a second, but yeah, not bad. Not the prettiest job, but it does what it's supposed to do. It insulates and conforms to any shape, and it sticks to your finger, even though it kind of rubs off. You can kind of rub it off and it'll come off. But we should get a really nice, good, firm fit seal here with the door. It should be quiet, pretty quiet. Nice barrier between just the door and the door panel itself, as far as moisture barrier as well. But I guess that's it for this video. The next video, I'll do the other side off camera. I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll get a brand new razor blade and try to come around there a little bit more cleaner. But as far as everything else, just pokes right through. But not bad. So until the next video, hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pushing, guys. I'm pushing to get this done. I really am. A lot of work going into this project, but we'll be there soon, and be excited to see how it's gonna turn out. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Stay tuned. The other more videos will be dropping back to back with this thing every other day.